Hello my friends, it's the Game Boy Geek here, and today you've stumbled upon a warehouse overrun with pleasant cats. Using colorful tiles and cat trees, you'll be turning it into a sanctuary for the cats to climb and play in. Towering Purrfection is a possum tile laying game for 2 to 5 players. It's for ages 8 and up and takes about 20 minutes to play, and is published by Flame Point Games. Now it's on Kickstarter right now, so I'm going to show you how it works, and I'll see you on the other side. This is a Kickstarter preview, so all the art and components you see here are prototypes, they're not final. Check the Kickstarter link in the description of this video to see all the most up-to-date art and components. At the beginning of the game, you're going to shuffle up a certain amount of tiles and a certain types of tiles depending on the amount of players. Essentially, there's going to be 20 tiles per player set up. There's also going to be 2 end-game gold cards and 1 in-game gold card, and these can be selected specifically or randomly. We'll go over more about what these mean in just a little bit. Now the game is played over 10 rounds, and each round there's sort of 5 steps that you go through, and all these go through simultaneously for all players. Each player first is going to just pick 2 of these tiles, and they're face down right now, and when you take them, you don't let anyone else see them, but you're going to be looking at them yourself. So let's pretend these are in my hand. They're not down on the table normally, but everyone starts with sort of a starting tile here. So I'm going to be looking at these in my hand secretly, and I'm going to be trying to select which one I'm going to want to keep to start building up my cat sanctuary, and which one I'm going to be passing to the player to my right. Which also means that I'll be keeping one of these, but someone is going to pass me one from the player from my left is going to pass me one. So I'm going to get one that I don't know what it's going to be, and I'm going to be able to keep which one I want here. So when I'm ready, let's say I'm going to select this one, I will pass this one to the right, and let's say the player to my left passes me this one. Then everyone will simultaneously flip over the tiles they've got, and they will add it to their sanctuary. So let's say this was the one I kept, and this is the one I was given. Now when placing these tiles, there's some rules you need to follow. Number 1, the cats always have to be facing face up. So you couldn't put it like this, or like this, or like this. It has to go face up, both of them, which is why I have them turned this way. Now also, let's just say I place this one here. It needs to be supported by at least one thing here. So this is the starting tile, and I placed it up here. I could not put this here because it is not supported by at least one square. Now, if this was like this, would be okay, but it can't be here because it's not supported by anything. Also, everything has to be either equal distance or equal level with your starting tile or above. You cannot put anything below this starting tile. So I could do something like this. Now, I'm putting these together. Notice a few things here. The backgrounds here, there's different types of wallpaper. We have a sky here. That'll be important for scoring later because at the end of the game, every tile that's contiguously touching, up, down, left, right of the same is going to get you points. This would be 1-2 points at the end of the game. This is bare brick. That's never going to get you points, even if you match them. Now also, let's say I was placing another tile on a future turn. I can't leave gaps. I can't place this one like this. It has to be sort of adjacent to at least one other tile that I've placed. Then at that point, if there's still tiles left, that means the game still continues. It means you haven't finished your 10th round yet. You do all those things over again. Now let's say this round, I placed this tile and this tile. Now if you remember, there was a card that was selected for the in-game bonus. This is for everybody, but I've kind of placed it close to my sanctuary just to show you how this works. Now here we have a 2 tile with a cat. We have this here. Above it on the left side, we have a single cat in a square. We have that here. And then above it to the right, we have a double tile with a cat. We have this here. Because we've placed this, we are now able to take a kitten tile. There's a stack of these off to the side. Now I can place them on any spot that does not have a cat. I can't cover a cat, but I might do something like this. Now at the end of the game, you can see these are different colors. This is basically a wild wallpaper. So right now I have 1-2 points, but now I can have 1-2-3 because we can make these match, but you don't have to decide till the end of the game. Now this will continue until you've placed your 20th tile, and at that point, that will be the end of the game because that's the end of 10 rounds. Now let's go look at how things score. Now as I mentioned earlier, you're going to be getting points for adjacent wallpapers of the same kind, like this one. 1, 2, 3, because it's 3 different tiles that have the same wallpaper there. This one, 1, 2, 3 here. And again, this is wild, so that's going to count. So this could be 1, 2, we could make it this color, 3, 4, 5, 6. This one does not count because it's diagonal. You do that for all the wallpapers, remembering that the brick is not a wallpaper, those do not score. Next, we'll look at some cat trees. Now, these are ones that connect in the corners, and for each one that connects, you get a point. So it's gonna be like 1, 2, because this connects to here, which connects up to here. Same here, we have 1, 2, so that's 2 more points. We have this one here, like this. That's 1, 2 more points because they connect in the corners. And look at this one. This one comes up to here, it connects up to here, it connects to here, to here. So it's like 1, 2, 3, 4 of them there. That was a kind of a cool one up towards the left. Then if you remember, you're gonna get points for the end game goals. So you're gonna look at this, and like these two were just randomly selected, fewest bottom and largest hole. Now for example, this is my largest hole here, and it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So in this case, I'd get 3 points. However, these cards have been rebalanced for the final game, so check the Kickstarter link because these points have been sort of adjusted just a little bit. Now fewest bottom, I didn't do great on this because I was concentrating on this hole here, but I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, so I have 1 point. Again, these points have been changed. And whoever has the most points is the winner, and as you can see, there's many different varieties of different types of endgame bonus cards, like having the biggest box, or a deepest crevice, or going up steps, or having a big valley, or many holes, or flat top, as you can see, peaks, overhangs, different ways to score each game. There's also a variety of the in-game kit and goal cards, and these have actually changed since the prototype I received as well, so check the Kickstarter link to see all of the most up-to-date cards there. Well, there you have Towering Purrfection, and as I showed in the overview, you're trying to simultaneously build the best cat sanctuary. Now, if you'd like to see the most up-to-date art and components and all the different pledge levels available, you can click the link below me right in the description of this video, and it will take you to the Kickstarter project page, and I'm sure that Flame Point Games would love your support.